Hello and welcome back to my channel where every day is a new adventure. So today I wanted to start off by doing something really exciting. If you watched my videos previous, you might have seen me try out Ardell's magnetic lashes and liner, and I had a really good experience with that, but they did send me a package that had a lot more stuff in there. So I really wanted to get back and play with the palette that's in there and do it in a little bit of a unique way. So today we're going to be playing a little bit of a game. Woo! I'm so excited. But first we're going to get right down to it. If you did not see the previous video, I'm going to leave a link somewhere in one of these corners. And we're going to get back into this Ardell beauty box and look to see what else that they sent us. Now I do love that this box is really awesome and hefty. That means I can recycle this and put other makeup and things like that in there and use it as a great storage box. So with that being said, let's look inside. We did receive, of course, the magnetic lashes. Again, the link is in the descriptor below, and there's a card somewhere in here. These were awesome. But they also sent us a In the Mink mascara and also a Pro eyeshadow palette. So we're going to play with this today. We're going to swatch it. I have never used Ardell eyeshadow before, so this should be really, really fun. And again, here's this box, Glamour, Artistry, and Seduction. Well, today we're definitely going to have some artistry. So let's put our box to the side and move right into unboxing this palette. Okay, if you've watched my videos previous, you know I really struggle with packaging. I just really do. I think that I love to appreciate it so much that for some reason I can't seem to manage getting into it. This one seems a little bit more user-friendly though. Look at that, it comes right out. So we have the outer sleeve and this cute little book. Again, just like the packaging, it came in nice and weighty. And first impressions, ooh, look at this. This has some really pretty tones to work with. This is going to have some nice, it looks like shimmer and a few mattes as well. So I guess with that, let's just swatch some stuff and see what it actually looks like. There's 15 different shadows in here, so I'm going to do 5 at a time going across, even though it looks like it's supposed to go like this. But I work better across. So we're going to do the top row first, and let's just get started with that. Here is the first one, right here. Ooh, very metallic, very pretty. It almost has a little bit of a pinky hue to it. I'm not sure. We'll see how it translates in a minute. Next up, there's this color that almost looks like a copper tone. Again, very metallic. Oh, wow. This is just going to be really pretty to play with. This one is more of a, I would consider this more of a highlight tone. Ooh. It's very hard to see on camera, but it does have a beautiful shift to it. Then we're going to get into this gold, which, who doesn't like a good gold? Oh! I think my problem is I'm just so fair that on my arm you can't see things with as much luster as they have. If I had a little bit more of a dark tone, this would be gorgeous on camera. Let's move on. We have this rose color. It's very pretty. Ooh. Yeah, so this is the first row right here. The only shade that we really kind of have a hard time seeing is this one in the middle. And in person, I can see it pretty well, so not too worried about that. Let's move right on to the second row and dive right in. Let's go here. I have a little bit more color here. This one is more of a matte, and it has a slightly purple hue to it. It is not super exciting in color. This one is another metallic. Ooh, that's beautiful. Look at that. See, whenever it's like this, you can catch it, and then whenever it shakes into that light, that's where that shimmer cast goes. Okay, next up is our center. Ooh. I have no words. I'm just getting so excited to play with this now. We have another peachy tone. This one has a lot more pigment than the other peachy tone, as you can see. And then the last shadow on this row almost looks like a bronze, and it is. Okay, so these are the first 2 rows right here, and let's move on to the last row now. This last row looks like it has more matte shades to it, so we're going to start off with the top. This is going to be the lightest, and it's very, very light. I can see a little bit of a difference on my skin, but not a lot. This one is going to be more of a, I want to say it has a brown, but like a rose undertone. Definitely looks more, I want to say, coppery on the skin. Ooh, this one's pretty. Let's see what this looks like. A slight variation, just a little bit different. This one has more of a reddish tone. This one has more of an orangey tone. Okay, next up is our deepest shade of the entire palette. So let's get a little bit of the, ooh. Oh, that is a nice chocolatey brown color. And with all of these being mattes, this is going to be perfect. Okay, and last but not least, our last color in the palette. Okay, so that's all of our mattes. These are all of our metallics and shimmers. So, it's game time, guys. I'm going to get a baby wipe and clean all this off so I don't end up with it all over my body. And then I'll tell you about our little game that we're going to play. The most exciting game of the internet today. We're going to play the TikTok game. But one second. Okay, so I always like to also share with you how they come off of the skin. And as you can see, with just a nice wet baby wipe, that's all gone. That's kind of nice. Let's go over to the mattes. They usually are the ones that are a little bit harder, but no, these actually come off pretty well. So that's good. We're not going to have any super stained, pigmented like eyelids for days on end, which is really nice. So let's talk a little bit about this game that we're going to play. I'm really excited because I like TikTok. Let's just start our story with there. In a magical world of TikTok, there's all these different songs and trends, and you're encouraged to get on board and post videos and all of that. For anyone who hasn't been on TikTok, it's okay. I'm going to tell you about the challenge, and you're not going to have previous knowledge. So there's this one challenge that they have for makeup artists everywhere, or your everyday person who just likes to dabble in makeup, where you take a palette, any palette, it's supposed to be your favorite palette, and you number your shadows. So since there are 15 shadows, we would number them 1 through 15, and then we take post-its and draw out 3 different shade colors. Now we're going to have to make a look with that 3 shade colors. We don't get to choose the colors choose us by chance. So we're going to do that today. I think it would be really, really fun. And so I am going to number my shades real quickly, and then I have already made little post-its. I have the cutest post-its ever. Look at these little buddies. Oh my gosh. So I already labeled them 1 through 15. We are then going to circulate them, pull them out, and then make a look. I think this is a great idea. It's a great way for me to spend my day today, just doing something fun. So we're going to do that. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to label the shadows. Okay guys, so rather than making individual tabs for each one of the eyeshadows, I made a little key right here, top, middle, and matte, and then I went from the way that I open the palette from left to right. So if I'm opening the palette like this, and this is what I see, this would be number 1, and then so on and so forth. And then this would be our middle row, and this is our matte row. So I have a little key here just to make this a lot easier so I can look at that, and then I put all of the numbers in our Ardell box, and we're going to shake them up and have a little shake-wake party. And then we're going to just pick out some colors and start to play. This should be fun. Okay, so Ardell Beauty Mystery Challenge number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Okay, so we have 3, and we're going to just close up the box and find where I threw these. Oh no! Well, that was kind of traumatic. One went way behind my camera. So today we're going to be using 11, 6, and 13. So let's see what that translates to. So 11 is our bright white right here. 13 is this middle shade on the bottom right here. And 6 is this. That's an interesting combination. Okay, this should be interesting. So I'm going to have to think about this for a second. I have a mauve, I have a kind of reddish brown, and I have a bright white. Okay, so let's just get started, I guess. Now, if you are not on the TikTok platform, I would say you should definitely try it out because it's just really, really fun. And you can do just about anything on there, which is kind of cool. I'm going to prime my eyelids real quick. I don't know how well this works, so I want to make sure I give it the best possible base to work with. So today we're just using eyelid primer by e.l.f. This is not a concealer, so it's not going to have quite as much tackiness to it. Okay. So yeah, I joined TikTok and I started posting travel videos, travel in 15 seconds or less, and it was super fun. And then I started watching it and realizing that I was slightly older than most of the demographic on there, but I enjoy it. And there's an emergence of people who are in my age range starting to catch on. That's kind of how it works. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with you. Challenges like this are extra fun, and they give us an opportunity just to do something kind of different with our makeup, because sometimes we get stuck in a little bit of a rut and don't know what we want to do. What I should have done is do one side and then another side. We'll do that on another video, guys. Okay, so thus far, the shadows themselves, let's talk about them, because we are doing a demo with this Ardell palette. So far, they seem to move on the skin really well. They do look like they're going to be very blendable. I don't feel like this particular color was dark whenever I swatched it, so I don't expect it to be super dark on the eye now. I think I'm just going to do like a nice little subtle basic look. Yeah, today I think that that's what we're going to do, is a nice basic look. There's nothing wrong with basic makeup. You don't always have to have this bold craziness, even though I like me a good bold craziness. So we're just going to blend and blend and blend and blend and blend. Now I do want to talk to you guys about some upcoming content that I have coming up though. I have been trying to really listen to all of your feedback and suggestions, and I had been asked if I would include more sizing information whenever I do like clothing hauls, and I have no issue with that. We're definitely going to be starting to do that more. I also am going to be doing a few more things with budget-friendly makeup. A lot of people have wanted to know about AliExpress, so I have several AliExpress hauls that I'm going to be doing. I've tried out a couple of their products, and so far I haven't had any bad luck. A couple things haven't been exactly what they are advertised to be, but that can be expected. They're coming as dupes or knockoffs, and they're, you know, not supposed to be like this super high quality stuff. That's why you're not paying but like $3 for it. Okay, that is our basic start. Let's move forward and add a little bit more color to this now. I think that we need something to really anchor the eye because, well, this is still kind of light. Okay, so we're moving into our middle shade down here. Oh, this has so much pigment, so this is going to be interesting. Just going to work it in a little bit to the corner, I think. Yeah. I think this is going to be very pretty, actually. It's very complimentary. I think all of this palette complements itself pretty well. I could easily see myself just putting on some liner and some lashes and going with this, like right as it is, without any more blending. I wouldn't look completely crazy because these actually go on extremely well. I did not know what to expect from this. I love their lashes, but had no knowledge whatsoever about this whole like eyeshadowedness. I think I'm just going to go ahead and work into the lash line on the bottom as well. Normally I would wait and reserve that for after, but I'm not planning on putting on lashes today, so why not just go ahead and play. Yeah, this is turning out extremely nice. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with a little bit smaller brush and do just a little bit more work in here. Which brush do I want to use today? I hate that whenever you find something and you're just like, oh my gosh, what do I want to do? My mind is just going a million directions, and I think that's why I really wanted to do this challenge, is because it forces you to look at only 3 colors. Sometimes whenever I get out my palette and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to play, I want to do so many things today, and then I'm like, no, rein it in. We don't have an hour to do our makeup today. So 3 shades, this helps me with that. Okay. So we are almost finished, guys. I know, this is the least eventful eye that you'll probably ever see me do, but I'm loving it, and I'm okay with that. I think I will take just a little bit, a tiny bit of this right here into the center, so that whenever I put this lighter tone on top of it, it actually is a little bit more visible. Don't be afraid to use your fingers. There are some people who will say never use your fingers when doing your makeup, and that is fine for them. Now, I wouldn't ever put on a full face using my hands. That would just be awkward, streaky, not looking flattering whatsoever, but it would be very natural looking, that's for sure. And again, we're just finishing it off with this light tone. The only thing I wish would have been different about this drawing of the numbers is I wish that we could have drawn one of the bold metallics for the lid. But again, today we're just doing a basic eye, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to finish up on the brow bone right here with just a little bit of this to give it a little bit of definition. And then swoop the hair to the side. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be our basic look for today. As you can see, it's nothing too exciting, but it totally works. 3 colors. We did this in just a few minutes. Probably could have done it a little bit faster had I have not been talking to you. We're going to top it off with our Ardell mascara. Again, something I did not know that Ardell had. I just need to educate myself better, apparently. Okay, we have encountered the packaging dilemma. Finally. Okay, we're going to top it off with our Ardell mascara. This is for multi-layering, so we'll see how this goes on for a one-hit wonder first. Okay, the head, a little applicator, super big. Okay, I'm going to need my little mirror for this. Dun dun dun! I actually really like the way that this goes on. You can see the difference already. Obvious that I have mascara, clearly don't have mascara. This is going to be a nice natural looking mascara, and if I did continue building it, I'm pretty sure I could get those long luscious lashes that I like. I'm just going to again go for super natural though. This wand is huge, like it's the size of my entire face. So this is today's look. I'm not going to put on anything else, I don't think. I'm not even going to put on bottom mascara today. No, I like this. I think that I could easily go out of the house and be perfectly fine with seeing the world looking like this. I do need a lip, and for that, I think today we're just going to grab something, a good go-to, and I have so many darks right now. Let's go with this one. It kind of has that plum tone to it. I like this one. This is just an LA Colors matte lipstick. Okay, so this is our finalized look using all Ardell products and a nice bold lip by LA Colors. Now, while this might not be for everybody, this is typical everyday life for me. I am fair, and I don't mind a bold lip. And this Ardell palette's pretty great for a day-to-day look. Clearly, I'm pretty sure that we can do another look with it and create something that has a lot more drama. I really like the finish of the palette itself. The color range is beautiful. And I'm really excited to try out some other looks, especially with these fun and funky metallics at the top. Now, the mascara is the largest mascara I have ever in life used. Woo! Look at this. The entire size of my face. But it does a very good job. It doesn't get clumpy, lumpy, crazy. It doesn't make me look like I have spider lashes. So I am so excited about this. So, foam ink and metallic and matte, I think that these are winners for my day-to-day. I might take these with me whenever I'm traveling just so that I can have something that's really convenient and nice. And yeah, all in all, I'm pretty pleased. And I'm really pleased that we played the TikTok game. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's nice natural look, and I hope you check out more of my videos. Links are listed below for things I might think that you're interested in. So if you have a few minutes, make sure to check them out. If you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell notification so that you can receive notifications of all of my future uploads. I really appreciate you guys, and if you do have any feedback of things you'd like to see in the future, never feel afraid to comment. Until next time, guys, thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.